Gilligan's Island, Episode 18.
X marks the spot. In a test of a deadly new missile, the Air Force zeroes in on the castaways' island. At the Pentagon in Washington, D.C., the general is reviewing a document related to a missile launch.
Well, Major, looks as though Operation Powder Keg is ready for the final phase.
We see a large world map hung on the wall.
Yes, sir.
Now, we'll learn exactly what that new warhead will do.
The general moves to the map of the world and marks the map with the missile's projected.
It's to be tested down at the South Sea Missile Range. We found the perfect place. No habitation, no people.
He places a large X on the map.
That's wonderful, sir. I'll release an announcement to the press and radio stations in the area.
The castaways are at home. The skipper has just placed a large X in the sand. Gilligan walks towards the skipper carrying a large bamboo pole.
Here you are, skipper. Here's the pole you wanted.
Thanks a lot, Gilligan.
The skipper points to the X he drew in the sand.
X marks the spot. This is where it will go up.
Oh.
With that said, Gilligan drops one end of the pole he was carrying right on the skipper's foot, making the skipper cry out in pain.
Oh, whoa! Not that! The playroom!
Oh, yeah. Hey, it's a good idea, skipper. If we're going to be stuck here on the island, we might as well have some fun.
Well, certainly, Gilligan. That's why I suggested that we build a playroom. A nice big one. We might as well make the island nice.
Can we have a dance?
Well, that's not... Well, that's not too good a suggestion. There are only 3 women and 4 men. It might cause trouble.
No, that's okay nowadays, skipper. They don't need to dance in couples, they just choose up sides.
Very good. Well, now you start sawing the poles, and I'm going to listen to the noonday news.
The skipper starts to walk away, then suddenly stops.
Oh, do you know who has the radio?
Oh, yeah, the professor has it.
Thank you.
Wait, no, Marianne has it.
Ah.
Oh, no, wait, Ginger, she has it. No, the Hulls, they have it.
Gilligan, do you know who has the radio?
No.
I thought not. Saw.
Back at the Pentagon, the Major enters into the General's room.
You sent for me, sir.
Have we released the information about Operation Powder Keg?
Yes, sir. The press have been notified at all radio stations in the South Sea area.
Good. Judging from this latest report, projected power from this new warhead is fantastic. Everything within a radius of 100 miles will be totally destroyed.
Back on the island, Mr. and Mrs. Howell and the professor are working in the clearing as the skipper comes out of the jungle.
Hi, folks. Have you seen radio?
No, I haven't seen it. Maybe the girls have got it.
The professor continues to work.
Ah, Skipper! A very fascinating, well, it's actually very fascinating. The professor's working a mirror for Mrs. Howe.
Yes, maybe we'll make one for you too.
Oh, well, thanks. I'd rather have a radio, not a mirror. I'm more interested in good news than bad news.
The skipper had laughed, but it becomes obvious that Mr. and Mrs. Howell don't understand the joke. Later, on the radio, is an exercise program the girls are exercising to. We see the skipper start to walk by their window and stops to look in. Their backs are to the window while the radio is on the bench just below the window.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
And now you can rest.
the skipper reaches down to the radio and switches it off. The girls are standing as they wait for the announcer to begin again. The skipper puts his hand over his mouth and tries to mimic the announcer.
And now, ladies, the next exercise is a real tough one. Deep knee bends. Ready? 1.
The skipper says no more and just watches as the girls squat down for their first deep knee bend. After a time, they begin to get uncomfortable. The skipper is having the time of his life watching them sweat it out. I wonder why he has us down here so long.
I don't know. If we had been doing these exercises all along, we'd be in good shape.
The skipper is enjoying watching the girls suffer. I don't see how you can exercise in that dress. It's so tight. I'm surprised it doesn't cut off your circulation.
Oh, honey, in Hollywood, the tighter the dress, the more the girl circulates.
The skipper has a look of surprise on his face after hearing Ginger. The skipper has tortured the girls enough and decides to speak up.
What are you ladies doing down there?
The girls realize
Skipper!
they've been had, and they make their way over to the skipper.
Skipper!
Skipper! Mary Ann looks at the radio. Well, you turned it off.
Oh, Skipper!
I was just having a little fun.
Well, it wasn't very nice.
No, it certainly wasn't.
Mary Ann turns the radio back on.
And that was a special news bulletin from Radio Honolulu.
Ginger picks up the radio.
Hey, what's the matter with the radio?
I don't know. Skipper? Ginger hands the radio to the skipper, who then turns the knobs and gives it a shake.
The radio's gone dead.
Ted!
Oh, dear.
The professor is inspecting the radio as the skipper and Gilligan watch.
Can you tell what's wrong, Professor?
Well, nothing seems to be broken. I would say it's the batteries.
Oh, well, out the batteries and may as well be broken.
I'm afraid you're right. There goes our only contact with civilization.
Back at the Pentagon, the general and major are talking.
This is the final authorization for Operation Powder Keg. Have you been in contact with Vanberg?
Yes, sir. They can get the warhead installed. The missile ready by tomorrow. Just need your approval.
Permission granted.
Thank you, sir.
The major walks off. We see a large X placed on the map. Also, the Atlas missile is now on the launch pad. Back on the island, the professor is seated at the table while he works on the radio. Marianne, Mr. and Mrs. Howell, and Ginger stand nearby as he works. Oh, this is dreadful. Without the radio, how am I going to keep up with the fashion?
And I won't know what's going on in Hollywood. Who's getting married to who?
Whom?
Well, that's women for you. One worrying about what the other woman is wearing, and the other worrying about whom they're wearing.
Who?
Yeah.
Darling, you're only interested in the stock market. We women have more important interests. That's right. I'll never learn what happened to young Dr. Malone now after he cured Mrs. Tellingham's baby of the measles. He barely got to the hospital in time to set poor Peter Pittman's broken arm. What he didn't realize was Peter Pittman was dating his very own girlfriend. While they were driving in a convertible, they swerved to avoid hitting another car, driven by Widow Watson, who was a very dear friend of Dr. Malone's father, who was shopping for Annabelle Hawk. Well,
Good heaven. That's enough to drain anyone's battery.
Marianne gives Mr. Howell a dirty look and walks away.
Well, it's the batteries, all right, because everything else is in perfect working order.
No, the company that makes the batteries is a disgrace to the American free enterprise system. I mean, really, I've got dozens of companies. We make hundreds of products like this, and you've got to maintain production standards.
But Dustin!
There is no excuse for shoddy workmanship, not with testing facilities the way they are today. You market something, you've got to make it with meticulous care. To last, and to last.
But Thurston, these batteries were made by the Thurston Howell Battery Company.
Well, you can't expect them to last forever, can you? I'd go out of business. Lovey, really?
Mr. Howell, rather angry, walks off. The skipper and Gilligan come out of the jungle.
Professor, I've got an extra set of batteries for the radio.
We see the professor sitting at the table, still working on the radio.
Yeah, you got an extra set of batteries for the radio.
Well, that's great.
The skipper hands the batteries to the professor.
I've had them all the time.
You had them all the time.
The professor starts putting the batteries in their holders and into the radio.
I forgot all about them.
He forgot all about them.
I feel like an absolute idiot about this.
He feels like he had forgot them all the time.
I'll say it.
The professor turns the radio over and sets it on its side. Gilligan and the skipper end up talking over each other as Gilligan gets excited.
Can I turn on? Can I turn on, Skipper? Can I turn on, please?
Yes, Gilligan, just as soon as he gets it. Yes, go ahead. Turn it on.
Go ahead. Turn it on, Gilligan.
Gilligan reaches over and turns on the radio.
It's on! It's on!
The radio remains silent.
Gilligan, what did you do?
No anything, I just turned it on!
It's not his fault, Skipper. These batteries are dead too.
But I never used them.
Well, batteries lose power just sitting on a shelf.
The professor takes the batteries out of the radio. As he examines them, he lights up.
Hey, wait a minute, Skipper. We're in luck.
Yeah, bad luck.
No, these batteries are rechargeable.
Professor, how can we recharge batteries here on the island?
We don't even have a credit card!
Seawater. I used to do this experiment in science class. We used seawater instead of battery acid to revitalize dry, old cell batteries and produce electricity.
Seawater. Well, what are we waiting for? We've got enough seawater to light up every light on Broadway.
Now, here's what we have to do. We need coconut shells, seawater, metal strips, pennies. The pennies will hold the seawater by the hairpins. The wire coming from the pennies leads to the positive pole of the battery.
The professor is at the head of the table while the remaining castaways are equally spaced on either side of the table. They all have small sticks at the ready.
Okay, so the metal strips on the other side of the coconut lead to the negative pole of the battery. Now everybody get ready to stir their coconuts when I get the battery hooked up.
I hear the Marubi tribe, everybody. Oh! Okay, let's stir the coconuts.
The professor makes his final connection.
All right, everybody stir.
Everyone starts to vigorously stir their respective coconut with their sticks.
I wonder if Thomas Edison started this way. Seems like a crazy martini, doesn't it?
The castaways are all still stirring their coconuts.
All right, that should be enough. Now, let's see if I can get something or anything.
Everyone stops stirring as the professor starts to unhook the battery from his makeshift charger. The professor turns the radio over and sets it on its side. He turns the knob on, and music is heard coming from the radio. The castaways are elated and begin congratulating the professor. Congratulations! Amazing, Professor.
Oh, it works!
Great, great.
Professor, you did it! You did it!
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt this program to bring you a news bulletin. Vandenberg Air Force Base, California announces that at noon tomorrow it will test a new missile designated Operation Powder Keg. The warhead will be sent down to the South Sea Missile Range to an isolated area, approximately 140 degrees latitude and 10 degrees longitude. More on Operation Powder Keg during our regularly scheduled newscast. We return you now back to the studio.
The professor turns off the radio.
Did he say 140 degrees latitude
Yes,
and 10 degrees longitude?
What's the matter, Skipper?
Well, now don't anybody panic, because I'm not really sure, but we were about 100 miles east of that position before we drifted for the 3 days. And with the prevailing western currents, well, that's approximately our position here.
They said down the South Sea missile range to an isolated area, and that would firm an area away from the shipping lanes, as far as the authorities know, uninhabited.
They all realize what it means and look into the sky.
You mean
Oh no.
We're doomed.
Back at the Pentagon, the general is closing his briefcase and getting ready to go home when the phone rings. He heads to pick up the phone.
General Brian Vandenberg? Put him on. Yes, Colonel. I was on my way to the airport. Technical problem with the new warhead? Oh, gee. Well, why don't we remove the explosive and go ahead with the launch? At least we can get a test of the new guidance system. No, no need to announce any change in plans.
The general resets the receiver and starts to dial the phone. He puts the phone to his ear. Back on the island, Gilligan is straightening up the hut. He grabs a broom and starts to sweep. Marianne walks into the hut carrying something behind her. Hi, Gilligan.
Hi, Marianne.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just trying things so everything will be nice and neat when it gets blown up.
Gilligan noticed Marianne is hiding something.
What have you got behind your back?
A coconut cream pie for you. You start thinking at a time like this, and, well, I haven't always been as nice to you as I should.
Oh, that's not true, Marianne. You were very nice to me.
No, I haven't. Take last night, for instance. You wanted another piece of watermelon, and I said no.
You were right to say no. That was my eighth piece.
But the point is, Gilligan, if you had wanted it, why shouldn't you have ate? Gilligan gets a set of silverware located in a large bamboo container.
Because the first serving gave me a stomachache.
We haven't got much time left between now and you know when.
When?
Marianne gives Gilligan the we're gonna die look.
Oh, that when.
That's why I'm being especially nice to everybody. So I baked you 2 pies. I'll bring the other one in when it's ready.
Here
Marianne
we go.
Gilligan has an empty pie plate in front of him as the skipper comes near. Gilligan is looking ill.
Gilligan,
In here, Skipper.
The skipper enters the hut carrying 2 coconut cream pies.
how about that Marianne?
Gilligan sees the pie.
Oh, no.
She thought she wasn't being nice enough to me, so she made me 2 pies. Actually, she's been wonderful to me, but, well, I haven't been very good to you, little buddy.
Oh, it's not true, Skipper.
Oh, yes, it is. Now, don't say that just to make me feel better. I know it's true. I know that I yell at you and bawl you out when you're really trying to do your very best. So what I'm trying to say, little buddy, is I want you to have one of my pies.
The skipper holds out one of the pies. Gilligan, already sick with eating two pies, doesn't want another one.
Oh, Skipper, Marianne made it for you.
No, 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 I insist. No, little buddy, just trying to make up for the way I've treated you. And I know that if Marianne had made you two pies for you, you'd give one to me. Now I want you to eat every bite.
Skipper, I like the way you treat me. I like the way you yell and shout at me.
You know, before it's too late, a man should look at the people around him and figure out what he can do to make their lives happier. Oh, little buddy, you don't know how happy you're going to make me feel when I see you eating this pie.
Gilligan gets up to explain.
Oh, no, Skipper,
Oh,
He pushes the pie right in the skipper's face. The skipper is a bit shocked, but maintains his composure.
thanks a lot, Gilligan.
The skipper takes his last remaining pie and slams it into Gilligan's face. The skipper looks satisfied. Mrs. Howe is sitting at a table with notepad in hand as she takes note as Mr. Howe paces back and forth. Thurston, are you sure that you want to make a new will?
Yes, I'd like to get things right before we take the long walk up the great flight of stairs to the big bad vault in the sky.
What makes you so sure we're going to walk up and not down?
The reason I want to write a new will. Now, let me see, Lovey. Up until now, my favorite charity has always been me, but I think it's time to think of other people. So I direct in that will that all the money from the Thirst National Bank be distributed among needy children.
Needy children! Oh, Thurston, that's a marvelous idea. That means, of course, all children living in Beverly Hills.
Naturally. Now, let's not forget medical science. We must help fight disease.
Which disease, darling?
Well, that is a problem deciding which one, so I'll leave $10 million to each disease. That ought to take care of all the money in the Second National Bank.
Are there that many diseases?
Well, by the time they find our will in that bottle, I think they'll discover new diseases. Now, what about the money in the Third National Bank?
We leave it to the First National Bank and let them worry about it.
Marvelous, Lovey! Before we do that and put that note in the bottle, let's try once more to figure out a way to see if we can't take it with us.
The professor walks out of the jungle and on to the clearing.
Aye.
Hi.
Ginger is sitting on a log looking depressed.
Am I intruding?
The professor sits down next to her.
Oh no, I was just thinking what a waste my life's been. I mean, so I was an actress, so what? I never really did anything for anyone.
Well, you entertain people.
Oh, that was just for the moment. I mean, really do something important, like being a nurse. Oh, although I was a nurse. For one day I was Ben Casey's nurse. And you know something, Professor? In that 1 hour, we saved 6 people. And if it hadn't been for the commercials, we would have saved 8.
You're right, Ginger. That's what's important. Saving people. You should never have. I should never have become a teacher. Should have gone on with my work in science. You know, when I was in college, we were working on a vision problem encountered by Navy patrol flyers after they had spent several hours scanning the ocean. And
Professor's face lights up.
wait, that's it.
What?
What a fool I've been. Why, this is great.
The professor gets up and runs off.
Skipper! Skipper!
The professor runs. We can see Ginger in the background as she's following the professor.
This is great. Absolutely great.
What's great, Professor? Take it easy.
Take it easy. We can't. We got to get busy, don't you see? We're not in danger. This is our rescue.
Ginger is now standing behind the 2 men.
Rescue?
Why, sure. Listen, before the government ever sends a missile downrange, they send out a search plane first to make sure the area is clear.
He's right. They always send out a search party for fishing and pleasure craft.
Or hunters are native.
Oh, Dustin, we're practically rescued.
Oh, my darling.
Little buddy, I told you we were going to be rescued. I told you.
You did it, Skipper, you did it.
And just to make sure they see us, I'm going to finish off that mirror that I was making for Mrs. Howe. We'll use it to signal the plane. That should just about ensure our rescue.
Oh, let's get at it, Professor. That's the kind of insurance I like.
All the castaways scatter off. The skipper is looking skyward with a pair of binoculars.
Hurry up, Professor. That plane will be over any minute now.
Well, that does it. Finished. You know, using that gumwood paste should make a good reflector. Come on, Skipper. Give me a hand.
The skipper and the professor each take a side of the mirror and hold it up.
Oh, boy. All right, sure.
Gilligan stands in front of the mirror and looks at himself.
You know, I haven't seen myself in so long I forgot what I looked like.
The image of Gilligan is tall and skinny.
Lost a lot of weight.
They start to rotate the mirror.
Let me get a better grip on it.
Instant fact.
We see Gilligan.
Skipper, let's see how this works in the sun.
We see Gilligan's reflection as short and fat.
Instant fact.
Skipper, let's see how this works in the sun.
The skipper and professor tilt the mirror up to catch the sun's rays. It reflects the sunlight like a huge spotlight. Marianne and Ginger come out of the hut in the bright light of the reflected sun.
I feel like I'm in Hollywood.
Ginger takes up poses as she's on stage. Come on, Ginger. Let's see what they're doing. The girls head off.
Sure does work.
Well, it's not exactly ground glass, but with that strong sun, I don't see how the plane could possibly miss it.
The skipper takes the binoculars and hands them to Gilligan.
Oh boy, all we've got to do now is wait for that plane. Here, Gilligan, get over on the other side of the clearing. The view is better from there, and keep your eyes open.
All right, sir.
Gilligan takes off. He's looking through the binoculars skyward. Gilligan is scanning the sky for the plane with the binoculars. Suddenly, he spots something.
It's a plane! It's a plane!
Where? Where?
A
There it
bomber
is.
is flying overhead. There it is!
Yes, this is that marvelous.
It's your rescue plane! Stop the mirror! Stop the mirror!
Gilligan reaches down and starts grabbing a vine that's lying on the hut's roof.
Set up the mirror. That's it.
The small group is yelling to the skipper and professor to set up the mirror. Set up the
Hurry, set up
mirror!
the mirror!
Stop the mirror!
Set
Come on!
up
Stop the
the
All
mirror!
right, come on, set it.
Oh boy, this is what we've been waiting for.
The professor and the skipper raise the mirror into position.
Stop blocking the signal! Stop blocking the signal!
Gilligan takes the vine and starts to swing down to the others. We can hear the others screaming, "No!" as they know what's about to happen. No!
No,
No!
please, no, please.
We see Gilligan swing past Marianne, Mr. and Mrs. Howell, and Ginger as they're still yelling and screaming to Gilligan. They're
No,
standing holding the mirror, and they know what's
stop my
about to
boy.
happen. They start to cringe as they see Gilligan hit the mirror with a loud crash. They're both they're both standing with only a few small pieces of mirror in their hands. Gilligan has crashed straight through the mirror and can be seen still falling in the jungles.
Gilligan, are you all right?
He's lying in foliage, looking a little dazed.
It's all right.
Are you sure you're all right? You're all right, little buddy. Oh, the plane, Professor, the plane.
Oh, everybody, quick!
Get a piece of glass. Signal the plane.
Everyone runs off towards the broken mirror. They grab a piece of broken mirror and start to flash the airplane as it passes by. They are all yelling and flashing the plane. Help!
Oh,
Help!
it's
Over
right
here!
there!
Come back!
Right
Come
there!
Hey,
back!
Right there!
two
Help!
passes, three passes,
Help!
four passes,
Help!
five,
Help! Down! Help!
There!
a
There
hundred,
again! Signal!
100,000.
Signal!
Come back. I'm your biggest taxpayer. I belong to the Million Mile Club.
The castaways are still yelling and trying to flash the
1
plane.
minute. 1 million. 1 million, please.
Come
1
back!
million.
Come
2 million.
back!
Come
Please.
back!
Please.
Come
Child, pick
back!
me up.
Please!
Child,
Look over
child, pick me
here!
up.
Over here!
Pick us up.
The bomber flies away. The castaways are all looking disappointed.
And
On
the
the
countdown has already started on Operation Powder Keg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. It's a perfect shot. It would be.
all are looking up in the sky as they wait for the missile to arrive and end their day.
Should be along any minute now.
Oh, Professor, how can you be so calm? You act like you're waiting for an afternoon train or something.
I think I see it.
The group is looking up. The missile is in flight. A worried look is on their faces as they stare skyward. They're gazing skyward and worried. The professor is concerned while Mary Ann is truly frightened. Their gaze is getting lower as they track the missile. They look lower to the horizon as the missile is now very close to hitting. Their eyes are as big as saucers. The castaways react just the castaways react just as the warhead is about hit by to hit by screaming and trying to cover their heads. Oh
Ah, no!
no! We see a large splash of water just past the lagoon's inlet, but no explosion.
It didn't detonate.
And it didn't explode either.
Everyone starts cheering and not being blown up. Yay!
Yay!
Oh,
Yay!
wonderful! Wonderful! Oh, we did
Yay!
it!
Bravo, bravo, God, wonderful.
Look, look.
We see the roster tail and smoke of an incoming object. The missile, although it did not explode, is now headed straight for the castaway.
It's coming up the lagoon. It's coming right this way.
The missile is now almost to the shore of the lagoon. We can see the missile's point of view. We continue to see the castaways run away. The missile finally comes to a stop in the clearing, and the engine stops.
No, oh God.
We see the missile now in the clearing. Clearly, on the side of the missile is the marking X1401A.
Don't make any noise. Don't even breathe.
Oh, we're not. I don't even think my heart's beating. Bastin, you're so brave. You're not even shaking.
I can't. I think rigor mortis has set in.
Even a vibration could blow us up. Our only chance is to disarm it.
How do we do that?
Someone's gonna have to remove the access panel and crawl inside. And there's only one of us small enough, thin enough to fit in there.
Oh,
They stare at Gilligan without saying a word. The skipper and Ginger stare intently at Gilligan. Gilligan knows who. Ginger starts to give Gilligan a push in the missile's direction.
mhm.
Go on.
Ginger is still giving Gilligan a slight push towards the missile. The missile has come alive and is on automatic guidance. It's now making a sound much like that of a submarine sonar. Gilligan is now backing up away from the missile with a frightened look.
Mhm.
They have a look of surprise on their face. For some reason, it has decided that Gilligan is the target. It continues to make rhythmic beeping sounds as it points towards Gilligan, and starts to match his every move. The missile is still making a sonar-like sound. Gilligan tries to pretend that he doesn't see the missile and starts walking in one direction. The missile follows him. Again, the missile still follows along with his sonar-like sound as Gilligan slowly walks away again. And as Gilligan moves to the left, the missile moves with him. As Gilligan approaches the skipper and Ginger, they push him away from them, sending him to the right. The missile doesn't miss a beat. Boom, 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 boom. Gilligan looks as though he's got a plan.
Ah,
Gilligan is trying to outsmart the missile by faking it out. He goes in one direction and suddenly turns to go the other. The missile stays glued to Gilligan anyway. As Gilligan is running, he trips over a log and falls down.
boop.
The missile has become quiet. The professor comes running out of the jungle carrying some tools, and he grabs Gilligan by the arm.
Come on, Gilligan. I've got the tools.
Maybe if we wait, they'll send a repairman.
Oh, please, Gilligan. There may be a timing device.
He hands Gilligan some tools.
Here, hold these. We'll make it very easy. I'll remove the access panel. That should have a chart of the color codes on it. That way, I'll be able to figure out which wire you have to connect.
Yeah.
Disconnect!
Yes, disconnect.
The professor starts to unscrew one of the screws holding the panel in place. He slips with the screwdriver and hits the panel. They are watching intently as the professor and Gilligan attempt to get the panel off with a pair of pliers in hand.
You've got to get in there and give it one good hit.
Gilligan takes a swing at the panel and is stopped by the professor. He ends up tossing the pliers.
Let me do this. Your job will come later.
Yes, sir.
Everyone else is still watching from a safe distance. The professor finally removed the panel and is ready. The inner marking is reading the inner markings.
Now, Gilligan, you're gonna have to find a green and yellow wire, and that wire will disarm the missile.
A green and yellow wire. Yeah.
Gilligan is stepping into the missile's opening.
Now, carefully,
Everyone else watches farther away as Gilligan is about to enter the missile.
every
Every moment.
moment counts.
Gilligan has gotten into the missile compartment and is ducking down inside.
That's it.
We see Gilligan in the cramped quarters of the missile's interior. It has circular reinforcement wires and tubing running throughout. Gilligan is crawling along towards the missile's nose section. He comes across a bunch of wires and gives one a tug. There is the sound of a short circuit as he finds the wire.
I found it.
The professor is reading the schematic diagram printed on the panel's inner surface as Gilligan's head emerges from the missile.
I found it.
Oh, good.
Everyone is still watching intently.
Now you're gonna have to trace that wire until you come to a bus bar.
A bus bar?
Yes, a bus bar is a long copper rectangle with a lot of wires attached to it. You're gonna have to take care of that wire of the connect that will disarm the missile.
Oh.
Gilligan drops back down into the missile.
And Gilligan,
Gilligan pops back up again.
Yeah.
if the end of that wire touches any other connector, you'll blow us all up.
Gilligan does. Gilligan slowly turns and looks frightened. He decides he'd better leave and start to get out of the missile. The professor holds him back and pushes him back down inside the missile. The castaways are getting concerned.
Take it easy, little buddy.
Oh, Gilligan, please be careful. Gilligan makes his way back towards the missile's nose cone.
Oh yeah, here it is.
He finds the bus bar and using a screwdriver starts to unscrew the wire from the block. He finishes and ends up shorting out the connector with the screwdriver. The missile immediately comes to life as the engine fires up. The missile's engine comes to life with roaring fire and smoke. The professor looks into the missile's compartment and then back up. As they see the missiles start to fire up, they all start to yell and scream. Gilligan!
Gilligan!
Oh
Gilligan!
no!
No! Gilligan!
No, no.
Gilligan is trapped in the missile and unaware that something is terribly wrong. The missile is shaking violently as it begins moving along the ground. The professor gets out of the way as the missile shoots along the ground and into the jungle. Gilligan is still going for a ride. It's loud, it's shaking, and he's getting very worried. The,
Gilligan's
the cat
still in there.
He's in there? That boy!
Well, it's coming back.
The missile, with its smoking tail, shoots out of the jungle and is headed towards the castaways. It shoots past the castaways and ejects a plume of smoke and fire from its exhaust. They're watching as the missile and Gilligan shoot away into the lagoon.
He didn't even have a chance to get out.
The missile shoots again in the lagoon with the rocket exhaust shooting from the rear. They're watching as the missile and Gilligan disappear around the lagoon's inlet with a hopeless expression on their faces. The castaways are all seated around the communal table and looking glum. Thurston, I think we ought to rename the house in Southampton Gilligan's Acres.
I was going to have a Gilligan scholarship at Harvard.
Gilligan walks around the hut soaking wet.
The next boat I get, I'm gonna call her the Gilligan.
When I get back to Hollywood, I'm gonna sell a story to the movies.
Gilligan
Gee, it
stands
all
there
sounds
soaking
so
wet.
wonderful. I think I'll go back and drown myself.
They,
Oh
they
no, no!
all react.
My goodness, he's alive!
Gilligan!
Gilligan! Gilligan!
Can't
They
believe you
leap from
made
the
it!
I
table.
both lost your word, boy.
They start to encircle Gilligan and give
Welcome
him
back,
hugs and
buddy.
pat him on his back.
Oh my, thank you, Gilligan, for
Welcome back, buddy.
Yes, so good to see you. Gilligan is seen walking from the jungle carrying something behind his back. Mr. Howell is sitting in a lounge chair as Gilligan approaches.
Mr. Howe,
Yes, Gilligan, my boy. What is it?
Mr. Howe, remember when everybody thought that we were going to be blown up? Remember how nice they were to each other?
Gilligan, my boy. When people are in trouble, they make concessions and promises. And when their trouble is over, they forget those fancy promises.
Would you, Mr. Howe?
Hal? Go back on his word? Never. Our family crest. Honesty, fidelity, integrity.
I thought so.
With that said, Gilligan takes the bottle out from behind his back and Mr. Howell sees the bottle.
Uh, what's that?
Oh, it's your well, Mr. Howe. I found it when I swam out of the missile. I'm just throwing it back into the water now.
Gilligan throws the bottle, which prompts Mr. Howell to go spastic. He leaps off the lounge and starts to run towards the bottle.
No, 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 my boy, no, 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 no.
We hear the bottle fly into the water as Mr. Howell is still yelling and having a fit. Gilligan is left standing
No,
open-mouthed as he
no,
watches Mr. Howell.
no, la, 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 la.
The end.
Thank you. We have been Star Society. I'm Bella Bellagio.
I'm Lizzie Smalls.
I'm a writer.
Christopher Alucard.
And I'm Dante Abaya.
Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next week.